Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console
Lead
lineup,
architect.
PlayStation 5
Don't
Pro,
pull it up.
and how it advances
The
gaming
PS5 Pro.
But first, I
I've
want
been
to take
hearing
just a minute to
rumors.
look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional
Hold
gaming
up.
experience.
It looked like a normal PS5 with a stripe on it, bro. And even the controllers look the same. Okay. All right. Cool. I heard people talking it was going to be very different.
When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds
Jesus.
and frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second.
Okay.
PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can
Is that
render
black-
anything from
black
intricate
man?
details to
No.
fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore.
Hey, stall me out. I have not. If that was Ghost of Tsushima, I have not played that yet.
Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of
That
whatever
looks so
glass,
good, bruh.
and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination.
The Avatar game.
Custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting
Ratchet
in
and Clank.
ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
True. I think this is one of the fastest traversal
Tempest
games.
3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games.
What game is that?
Audio so real you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences.
Okay.
Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes.
True.
It can be a difficult choice for players.
Yeah, I'm always performance
Fidelity modes
first.
emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance
Yeah.
modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity,
That's me.
typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second, mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved.
So what y'all saying?
When
The
asked to decide
PS5
on
Pro
the mode,
fixes that?
Players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at
Absolutely.
least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3.
Larger GPU, advanced.
First, we made-
Hold on. I want to see that.
Here's what we call
Advanced
the
ray,
Big
ray tracing and AI-driven upscaling.
3. First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster.
Okay, that's a good
Second,
leap.
we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally,
That's what I
we
like
added
to hear,
custom
bruh.
hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the Big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing.
Which
With graphics
titles?
showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2
Yeah,
running on
I
PS5.
figured that much. I figured The Last of
It
Us.
has huge amounts of detail and
getting
targets
another
a super smooth
remaster.
60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the Fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier.
Yeah, that's good.
This goal of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rates.
Now hold on. Now for the PS5 Last of Us, for everyone who bought it on there, who might get a PS5 Pro, are we getting a new download, like upgrade to the game we've already bought? Or are they gonna, again, are they remastering The Last of Us Part 2? And you gotta go buy a whole new remaster. Same with Spider-Man. Because I already beat this game. But do I have to go buy it again to get this version? Also, can I go any higher? I can go 4K. I think my internet can handle it.
Been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Okay, I see the fluidity.
And Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5.
Close to doubling?
Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second.
Let me see.
What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars.
Okay, I see that.
So
now, I'm not, look, okay, with Ratchet and Clank, that's cool. But we don't need photorealism though. But I do like the fact that these things are trying to push or stay consistently at 60 frames per second. That's what I want to see.
Overall, some remarkable improvement to the games. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the big three showing their value.
How much is this going to cost?
As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects, as well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well, particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference, allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second. That boost in ray tracing is...
Nah, that's... I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at, what is it, a Firebird? The reflection? Okay.
Also,
like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not a graphics first, I'm a gameplay first type of guy, but when you give me good graphics with my gameplay, I will appreciate it.
Big wins for Hogwarts Legacy.
Look at the reflection off the
allowing
ground.
Not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro.
How much is it gonna
It's
cost?
the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
Okay, here we go. Let me see some.
Don't let me hang it.
Of course, this is one of y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I need to go back and play Spider-Man 2 on like fidelity mode, because I played it all on performance, so I didn't get the best visual representation. Final Fantasy 7? Forbidden West. He showed that.
Close your eyes.
The Last of Us
It'll be
Part
right.
2.
Okay.
I don't know what game this is. Ratchet and Clank. Was that Lords of the Fallen? Alan Wake? Ghost? Oh no, that's Assassin's Creed. Thank you. You have verified that I will be playing Assassin's Creed on my PlayStation 5 though. When I get the PlayStation 5 Pro. What? Was that Final Fantasy as well? Dragon's Dogma? Hold on. I just want to make sure I ain't missed anything. What game is that? Dragon's Dogma gonna look good, bro. Vertical stand sold separately. $6.99. November 7th. You telling me in less than a month it's out? That's woo. Holiday season about to go crazy. What is it? The fourth quarter for Sony? Yeah, they might knock it out of the park with this. I don't know how much is after this, right? $6.99. I'm looking at my PlayStation 5 right now. It's like like right there. You feel me? I got it last year, bro. A little early last year. And it's like, dog, you obsolete already. Let's finish it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright, so how do I feel? Okay, games looking better, running better, or running, higher frame rate. Great. I guess now, at this point, some studios I want to go back and upgrade their already released games. Game Science with Black Myth Wukong. I want them to, if they can or have to, because knowing them, they've already kind of made a Black Myth. Black Myth Wukong looks amazing. I would love to see what it looks like or what it plays like on a pro. But the game is amazing, all right? But it's kind of been pushing the limits of what a game can look like to me. Final Fantasy, we already seen that they already are on here. For me, personally, Stellar Blade. I would love to see what Stellar Blade in this whole world looks like on a PS5 Pro. So you could run it at max settings. Max settings, max fidelity, all that 60 frames per second. Also, does this mean that if we did run things on performance mode, that there's a possibility of them hitting higher frames? Like if I put Spider-Man 2 on performance mode on the PS5 Pro, is it gonna be like the smoothest 60, never dip, never even stutter for a second? Or is there a possibility of running it at higher frames? But at the same time, I feel like 60 frames per second is a sweet spot. You don't need to really go any higher than that. So I'm not gonna wish for that. I just want to know, can you go higher? I do wish one thing. I wish they had a new game, something all new to kind of say is releasing with the PS5. Just because, we got these games and I've beat a few of them. I haven't beat all of them. I've played some of them. I haven't beat them. But I would have liked them to drop something crazy to come along with it. I don't know if we know what else is coming this year or if Sony has kind of wrapped it up for the year. But we are getting the PS5 Pro. It's $700. The PlayStation 5, I think currently is $500. They was like about 45% better. 45% for that's about a 45% and what $200 extra is about 40% of the price of a PS5. On top of it, I think that's a good trade-off. What I am gonna say, so we're gonna talk about this for a little while, right? We're gonna talk about it. So with this, we're gonna address something first. Anybody on PS4, this is not to be a dick or anything, but if you're still on PS4, you got to get ready to upgrade, bro. Like, you need to be upgrading now. Not because with that, if you got the PS4 Pro and now you see that there's a PS5 and now a PS5 Pro, people aren't going to make games for you anymore, bro. You're going to be stuck in the past. I hate to say it to you like that, but you're going to be stuck in the past. Because if they make games for the PS4 Pro, PS4, it's only going to hinder whatever game is releasing on both generations. Let it die, bro. Look, that goes for 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, any of those games releasing on the PlayStation series, they need to be PS5, PS5 Pro. That's it. So that when you can see what these, because think about it like this. Call of Duties and all these other games do not look as good as what they shown here. But if you get rid of the PlayStation 4, because that's what they have to make the game for both so that both systems can run on it, which means that the newer system is held back. But I mean, granted, that also means that the newer system can run that game very easily. But at the same time, you don't have that. So how well the newer systems, the PlayStation 5 runs it, doesn't matter. But yeah, we need to get rid of the PlayStation 4. Look, put it on the Hall of Fame, in your closet somewhere. It's done its thing, bro. The game, I think it's like 11 or 12 years old. It's up. It's done. Let him rest. Let that old man rest. You got the the PlayStation 5 was the new hotness. This is the new hotness. Second, I'm not about console wars, all right? Because look, as quickly as I can pick up Boom, I can pick up Boom. You feel me? I play both. I don't care. So, with that being said, Xbox, what y'all got, bro? What y'all got? Come on now. Look, I know the Series S was a mistake, kind of. Yeah, people been complaining about it a lot. Correct that here. Correct that now. Drop the Xbox Series X 1000. I don't know, bro. Just drop a new Series X, a higher performing Series X, and there it is. You feel me? Correct the mistake. Honestly, look, I have a Series S. I do. But for everybody that bought the Series S, I kind of want us to take a bullet, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Take a bullet, and if you don't believe me, bro, I don't want to pick my whole Series S up, but it's right here too. But I say we take a bullet and let Xbox get back into the fight a little bit, like get back into true competition with performance and all that. Because the Series S is why we didn't get Black Myth on time, why we're not getting a few games on time with PlayStation. And I'm part of the problem. Look, it was back in like 2020, bro. The PlayStation, I wasn't able to get my hands on one. I could get my hands on an Xbox. I went with the Series S because it was cheaper. Honestly, I thought it was only because it didn't need a disc drive. Not gonna lie to you. If I would have known that the Series S was I wasn't paying attention, was a worse performing than the Series X, I wouldn't have got it. I would have just spent that extra, like 100, 200, whatever, and got an X. But I thought, it just doesn't have a disc drive. I'm cool with that. My dumb ass. But yeah. Xbox, we need y'all to answer. Look, if you want to take that Series S out back and shoot it, I won't be mad, dog. If y'all was like, yeah, these games aren't coming to the Series S, or at least they're not coming to the Series S initially. Like, if we can get a Series X launch at the same time, because I want the console, like, as stupid as it sounds, I don't like the console wars, but I like the console competition. You feel me? Like, I like when Xbox wins. I like when PlayStation wins, because that means that the other one has to get a win. If this PS5 Pro, Xbox, you got 6 months. We need an answer. You got 6 months to respond. Being real. Xbox responds, comes with a W. Now Sony got some time to respond and keep it going, because guess what? At that point, no matter who wins whatever round, we the gamers win, bro. Don't y'all want to win? A bunch of fantastic games on the PS5 Pro. A bunch of fantastic games coming to the PlayStation 5 this year. Already this year, next year. Same with the Xbox. If you are a gamer, bro, and you don't really care about the console wars, you eating it all up, bro. Understand, I cannot play Star Wars Outlaws or Warhammer 40K yet because I'm still beating games. One game is old, but it's, you know, you get what I mean, bro. It's so many games coming out right now. And if you're a gamer, a true gamer, bro, you're soaking it all in, bro. From the top of the year to now, till later, because Assassin's Creed is around the window. Call of Duty hasn't officially dropped yet. There are so many other games coming out this year that we get to play. And if you a gamer like me, you loving every piece of it. And hey, that's all I got to say, bro. Sony, y'all up right now. I hope I hope to get one first off, because I hope no scalpers and all that BS don't happen again. I pray that don't happen so that all of us can enjoy it. I hope that this console really pays off too. I really hope that as we play these games, as the next 5 years go along, we really see the strength behind that Pro. You know? Shoot, I'm definitely getting the Pro before GTA 6. Shoot, Rockstar, do y'all have a Pro version or have y'all pro'd out the GTA 6? Let me know. Well, I'm gonna wrap this video up, bro. I know I'm yapping at this point, but it's a lot of points that this announcement gets off. Because I mean, he like he was showing, bro. You look at that window, bro. You can look at all the things in this and see the true difference in ability. And that's what I'm excited for as just a gaming fan, bro. But I'm going to wrap it up. Y'all enjoyed this. Please hit your boy with the goodness. That's like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock it in by hitting the bell. That is the goodness. Hit me with it. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.